In a world filled with distractions and instant gratification, self-discipline and willpower are the keys to lasting success and personal growth. They empower you to stay focused, resist temptations, and follow through on your goals, even when motivation fades. Whether you're trying to break bad habits, build new routines, or simply become more consistent, developing self-control is essential. We'll explore science-backed strategies and practical techniques to help you strengthen your inner resolve and unlock your full potential. Today, we will talk about building self-discipline and willpower. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Self-discipline and willpower are two of the most crucial traits for achieving long-term success and personal growth. They form the foundation of effective habits, goal achievement, emotional control, and decision-making. In a world filled with distractions, temptations, and instant gratification, developing the ability to control impulses, delay gratification, and stay committed to one's values is not just admirable, it's essential. While some people may appear naturally disciplined, the truth is that self-discipline and willpower are learned and trainable skills. With deliberate practice, self-awareness, and the right strategies, anyone can strengthen their inner resolve and lead a more focused, purpose-driven life. This article offers an in-depth exploration of the psychological, emotional, and practical strategies required to build unwavering self-discipline and mental toughness. Understanding self-discipline and willpower. Before diving into methods for building these qualities, it's important to understand what self-discipline and willpower really are. Self-discipline is the ability to control your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in pursuit of long-term goals. It is the inner strength to resist short-term pleasures or distractions in favor of more meaningful objectives. Willpower, on the other hand, is the mental energy or capacity to exert self-control at any given moment. It is like a muscle. It can be strengthened with practice but also fatigued with overuse. Together, self-discipline and willpower enable people to make better decisions, resist temptations, overcome procrastination, and persist through difficulties. Understanding that these are not fixed traits but skills to be developed is the first step toward personal transformation. The science behind willpower. Willpower is not merely a philosophical concept. It is rooted in neuroscience and psychology. Studies show that willpower is linked to a part of the brain called the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making, self-control, and future planning. When you use willpower to resist a temptation, such as checking your phone during work, you activate this area of the brain. However, willpower is also limited. Renowned psychologist Roy Baumeister introduced the idea of ego depletion, which suggests that willpower is a finite resource that can be exhausted throughout the day. Just like a muscle, willpower can get tired, which explains why people are more likely to make poor decisions or give in to temptations at the end of the day. Understanding this principle encourages smarter use of willpower and emphasizes the importance of building habits and routines that minimize the need for constant self-control. Establishing clear goals and purpose. Self-discipline thrives when it is connected to a clear sense of purpose. People are more likely to stay disciplined when they understand why they are doing something. Setting clear, specific, and meaningful goals provides the motivation needed to sustain effort and resist distractions. These goals should be broken down into manageable steps and should be aligned with your values and long-term vision. For instance, a goal like "I want to get healthier" becomes more powerful when refined into "I will work out for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, to improve my energy and longevity." Writing down your goals, revisiting them daily, and visualizing the desired outcomes helps reinforce commitment. Purpose fuels discipline by reminding you of what's at stake when you're tempted to give in. Creating a strong routine and environment. Discipline is easier to maintain when your environment supports it. Humans are highly influenced by their surroundings, and willpower alone is often insufficient in environments full of temptations. Structuring your physical and digital environment to support your goals can drastically improve your self-control. This includes removing distractions, like putting your phone in another room while working, preparing healthy meals in advance, or organizing your workspace for focus. Additionally, establishing a daily routine creates automaticity, reducing the need to rely on willpower throughout the day. When behaviors become habits, they require less mental effort. A consistent morning routine, for example, can prime your day with productive habits such as journaling, exercise, or focused planning. Starting small and building momentum. A common mistake in building self-discipline is trying to change everything at once. This often leads to burnout and discouragement. Instead, start small and scale gradually. Begin with 1 or 2 manageable habits that align with your goals. For example, if you want to develop discipline in your reading habits, start by reading for just 5 to 10 minutes a day. As the behavior becomes ingrained, increase the duration or intensity. This principle, often referred to as Kaizen or continuous improvement, creates momentum and builds confidence. Success with small goals leads to psychological wins, reinforcing your belief in your ability to stay disciplined. Over time, these small victories compound into major life changes. Delaying gratification. One of the most powerful skills associated with willpower is the ability to delay gratification. The classic Stanford marshmallow experiment demonstrated that children who were able to wait longer for a better reward tended to have better life outcomes in terms of academic success, health, and financial stability. Delaying gratification means resisting the temptation of an immediate pleasure in favor of a more valuable long-term reward. Practicing this can begin with simple challenges, like choosing to save money, rather than spend impulsively or avoiding junk food in favor of nutritious meals. Over time, delaying gratification rewires your brain to value patience and strengthens your ability to make thoughtful, disciplined decisions. Managing emotions and impulses. Emotional regulation is a key component of self-discipline. Often, we act impulsively or indulge in distractions, not because we lack discipline, but because we are reacting to emotional discomfort, such as stress, boredom, anger, or anxiety. Learning to manage emotions through techniques, such as mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing, or journaling, can dramatically improve impulse control. Mindfulness, in particular, trains the brain to observe thoughts and urges without immediately reacting to them. This mental pause creates space for intentional choices rather than automatic habits. The more you learn to sit with discomfort without acting on it, the stronger your self-discipline becomes. Dealing with failure and building resilience. Failure is inevitable when developing self-discipline, but how you respond to setbacks makes all the difference. People often fall into the all-or-nothing trap, believing that one slip-up invalidates all their progress. In reality, self-discipline is about consistency, not perfection. Learning from failures, rather than being discouraged by them, builds resilience, which is closely tied to discipline. When you fall off track, conduct a brief reflection. What triggered the lapse? How can you avoid it in the future? What support or structure do you need to do better? Developing a growth mindset, believing that discipline can be developed over time, helps you bounce back stronger and stay committed for the long haul. Tracking progress and self-monitoring. What gets measured gets managed. Keeping track of your habits, goals, and behaviors reinforces discipline and provides a sense of accountability. You can use habit trackers, journals, or digital apps to monitor your progress. Daily or weekly check-ins allow you to assess how well you're sticking to your commitments and identify patterns of success or failure. These records serve as motivation and reinforce a feedback loop. When you see your progress, you're more likely to stay disciplined. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.